So, hi, my name is Rosalie, and today I will be speaking on the topic of beer drinking. I have been drinking beer for a couple years now. It's something that I enjoy doing. I love socializing, hanging out with friends, and having a beer on Friday night. That's what I'm gonna do today. Anyway, going back to my presentation. So first, I'm going to speak about the pros of drinking beer, the cons of drinking beer, and why you should drink beer. So, first and foremost, one of the pros of drinking beer is you can have a good time with your buddies. It's a good way to socially interact with your friends. For example, Friday nights, inviting someone out for a beer and just catching up with each other, seeing how each other's day went. And going on to the second, beer helps you chill out. Drinking a beer after a long day of work is a really good way to just kind of relax and unwind and kind of reflect on the day and the goods and the bads of the day and just, kick back, watch some TV with the beer in your hand. Makes you a little sleepy. Good time. And beer also has a good taste. Now that there's so many breweries out there, one of my favorite is Dust Bowl. I live in Modesto. There's a brewery called Dust Bowl in Turlock, and they do have a location opened in Monterey. And they have beers that they've brewed there in-house, and they've also had, I guess you can consider them out-of-house beers. So, for example, they'll buy from other breweries that are local to the Central Valley or Turlock area, and they have a wide variety of beers. For example, last weekend I went with a couple friends. The first time they opened up after quarantine, they had a vanilla flavored beer, and to my surprise, it was really good. And they also had a coffee and chocolate flavored beer. It was the dark stouts, really good, a little strong for my liking, but there's other beers and varieties that I can drink from that can be for my taste, my personal taste. Um, and another pro is, in fact, according to the New England Journal, studies evaluating the relative benefits of wine versus beer versus spirits suggest that moderate consumption of any alcoholic beverage is associated with lower rates of cardiovascular disease. So, beer and any other spirits lower your chance of getting cardiovascular disease. So, not only is beer, a good time, it's also having a good impact on your health. In moderation. That's the key, in moderation. The cons of drinking beer. If you drink too much beer, like more than one or two in a sitting, um, you will get a beer belly. And beer belly is not sexy. Beer belly is not sexy. I don't know who told you it is, but it is not. So drink in moderation. You don't want to over drink because then you'll get drunk. It's a lot of calories, and then you'll get a hangover. That leads to my second con. Hangovers suck. Hangovers feel the worst, and they get horrible and more horrible as you grow older. When you're young, I feel like a lot of youngsters are a little bit more naive when it comes to drinking beer. And they also don't have the taste buds developed as much as when you get a little bit older. But I feel like youngsters don't really know their limits. But once you get to the point where you kind of know how much is too much, because everyone's different, 5 beers to me can get me drunk and give me a hangover, but 5 beers to, another person, especially men that are they'll weigh a little bit more than I do, will get drunk off of 10 beers. They have a lot more. Their limit is a little bit higher than mine. So just, again, everything in moderation, having its limit. And of course, the last con is it can get expensive. Going out every day and having a beer every day, just like eating out every day, anything really, if you do it every day, it'll get expensive after a while. So that is going to my last slide here. And I'm going to leave this presentation with this. The last reason, or I guess the part where I can kind of convince you to drink beer, is you want to drink beer because we want to be a part of this happy crowd here. Look at these people; they look happy. This is a festival out in Germany. This is called Oktoberfest. They have this every year in October, and it's just a huge celebration where they just celebrate and make a bunch of beer and they dress up the part. There's these people are probably not even from Germany. They're probably tourists, but everybody just comes together. It's a good time. Everybody just drinks a bunch of beer and other things that they have there, but it's mostly just for beer, and everybody's just having a good time and interacting and having fun. So, yeah, drink beer, be happy.